Guys, it's your boy Dumbstar back in another video. In this video, we have news from Agent Wisemans officially that James Wiseman is going to be out for the season. Of course, he was playing in G League for a little bit, as we all know, and he sadly has a right knee. He's been out for a month, and he's not coming back for the rest of the season. Following news, of course, from Agent Wisemans. So this is crazy because he was supposed to come back like not even a month ago. So now he's not going to come back. So James Wiseman is not going to come back for the rest of the season. So, of course, he wasn't really a key contributor, really, if you think about it. But, I mean, he was a young component on the team. I think that they really kind of need to back up that backcourt. And, of course, in like fast breaks and everything, he would be a great player to have there. So, of course, he hasn't played since April of last year in his rookie year, guys. He hasn't played in almost a year. Or almost like a year and a half. He hasn't played at all. So, and of course, Steve Kerr's been trying to get him on the court as possible, and he's a big man. They need him. So now they don't have him on the court. They don't really have a big man, except, of course, like not really anyone. I mean, that really is that good. I mean, they of course have Draymond Green, but he's a power forward. You know, he's on the bench. So this is not looking good for the Golden State Warriors, to say the least. And even feel like this is just not looking great. Steve Kerr even said that hopefully he comes back on Thursday. And he said that not even that long ago. And he's not coming back at all. And this is crazy because he's only 20 years old, guys. He's young. He was 20. So now he's 21 years old, of course, in the NBA. He's very young. Last year he was 20 in his, course, rookie year. And he didn't play at all because this injury's been hampering him. So this is not good, of course, for James Wiseman. This is not looking good course for the Golden State Warriors. Hopefully they can get off this hump and actually get him back on the court, because it's the same thing that happened, of course, with Klay Thompson for almost 2 years. He was out with injuries, of course, because torn meniscus, all that stuff. So this is not looking good. And the fact that James Wiseman is now fully out for the season, he's not coming back at all, guys. There's no chance of him coming back. It's official. He's not coming back. So now they're gonna have to find a contingency plan to fit in with James Wiseman. Who can replace him right now that you can get, that can play good minutes, that could get you, what you want and more. So they're probably have to go out free agency and have a decent center. Like, I don't know who they're really gonna get, to be completely honest with you guys. And I mean, James Wiseman has not been that good. Really, his rookie year, he really was not that good. Let's be honest. He was, I think, he was the first pick in the draft, and he did not play like the first pick in the draft, if you want to be honest. Or he was the fourth pick. He did not play like a top 10 pick. I'm just being honest with you guys. I'm not hating on James Wiseman. I'm going to take a break on him because his rookie year was kind of hampered with injuries. And, as a center, there's a lot of development into that position, most when he hit the NBA. So I'm not going to say a lot because of that. But he's been playing in G League, of course. And he was doing actually pretty decently, but then he finally got injured, and he's not coming back for the rest of the season. He's been injured really since his rookie year. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. And now the Warriors are kind of like not good right now. They're right on the spiral, if I had to say so. And because he's out with a right knee injury. So this is very, very tragic for Golden State Warriors fans. I hope the best for you guys. I mean, honestly, dear gods know where you guys would be at if he was here. I mean, if he was here, you guys would probably, at least your record would probably be a little bit better. Of course, this team has a little more improvement they need to take. I'm not gonna lie, James Wiseman needs to improve more. Going into next season, he has to improve to a point where he can be on the court and he can develop and actually get better as a player. Of course, if Bouygues was still there, James Wiseman can improve and he can show his development, but he doesn't have a center there that can help him. Boogie's not there anymore. He's gonna have to rely on just looking at film, looking at what he can do with the X's and O's. And he doesn't have that anymore. Like, he's gonna have to acclimate himself back into the line next season. He's gonna have to do all this stuff to push over that hump, because, like, I don't know what James Wiseman can do anymore. Like, I'm not saying he's a bust. Okay, I'm not saying that yet. I'm not saying James Wiseman is a bust yet. But it's looking like it's not the best ideal situation, if you want to be honest here. I mean, the fact of the matter is, Golden State was doing good, actually. They were at a hard streak in the middle of the season without James Wiseman and without Klay. So the fact is, James Wiseman, is not going to be a contributor. They're probably just going to trade him next season if he doesn't prove anything next season or the season following after that. Or to keep him, let us rot on the bench. I really do not know. It's just a whole this is baffling me because he was a 4th pick in the draft. And you take a 4th pick or a first pick in the draft and you don't know how to develop him. But you developed Stephen Curry. So it's just, but of course he's a center. It's hard to develop centers in the NBA. Mostly a center coming from college, developing. And when you have raw athletic talents like James Wiseman, it's going to take a long time. So I'm not even butchering the Golden State Warriors right now. But Steve Kerr could have done something better. I feel like they could have developed him more and waited a little bit longer to put him in the starting lineup. They could have went out and got a center, a backup that was going to play like, let me think, like a better center, just like a better center that could play those minutes, that is a little bit older, is a little bit more established, you know. So that's just like Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard is a good pickup. They should have picked up Dwight Howard in his rookie year. You know why? Because he could have developed. He could have learned from a great, used to be a great court center in the NBA. One of the best dunkers probably a whole decade ago at a time. You know what I mean? So the fact that now James Wiseman is going to have to develop really with no one with any guidance is a kind of a worry for me, because he is now very injury prone, as you can see. So this is not looking good for his NBA career. And it's not like he has so much weight on him at the same time. So now he's going to have to rely on a lot of stuff to happen in for good favor. So it's not look good for James Wiseman. It really is not. I don't know what he's going to do really going forward, to say the least. I hope they can pick up the pace sooner than later, because they got Klay Thompson back at least. James Wiseman is the one that they need, a key contributor, decent contributor, to hopefully bring them over the hump. Hopefully sooner or later get them that championship that they've been having almost a lot lately, but not anymore. It's been like 3 years they haven't even made to the finals or 2. So hopefully James Wiseman does come back. Hopefully he recovers from this knee injury. I hope the best for James Wiseman. Hopefully he does good things in the NBA. Of course, you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I'll see you guys in the next video. It's your boy Dom Shout. Peace.